You know what's lethal?
What?
Trader Joe's, the
cookie butter. It's so
that's
good.
That's bad, dude.
But that's like all sugar.
Dude, that's so bad.
It's all sugar, but it's so good.
I know. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like,
the
it's how great it is.
butter, what cookie
just,
butter.
Ugh.
The cookies with that in the middle of it is so good.
Oh, God damn. I want to go to Trader Joe's right now. Like, I would literally do a podcast of just sitting and just eating that.
Well, that could be it. Will there be pie? No, but there will be speculoos. That thing you do. What is that thing you do, Bob?
When a local Pennsylvania band scores a one-hit wonder in 1964 and rides the star-making machinery as long as they can with lots of help from their manager. That thing you do.
In theaters.
Hi, I'm Jay.
I'm Carly.
That was a very off opening.
I know. I was waiting for the, hey, Carly.
Well, because I liked where you were at, and then I just wanted to bounce off of it. So, I don't know. Uncle Bob
recorded this record in a church, and it was the Oneders.
The Oneders. That's the Wonders.
Yeah. It's pronounced Oneders.
There's just so many variations of it. I love this movie. I love this movie so much.
I dare say it's perfect.
It's, if you go on my letterbox, it's literally in my top 5 or top 3 or whatever.
I think that's. I don't know what I put this on my letterbox, and I'm gonna look.
Your letterbox, you're like top 4 or whatever is kind of like.
I only have a top 3.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
Because I only have a top 3 in my head.
And I know that like Princess Bride's on there, and I don't like the other ones just aren't memorable for me to say.
Princess Bride, Casablanca.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jurassic Park.
That's right.
Those are my top 3.
You're right.
I don't know what my top 4 is. I think it changes, which is why it's not on there.
Maybe Jaws?
It rotates.
What does it rotate with?
I don't know.
Find out on the next episode.
This movie is amazing.
This movie's great.
The song's
really great.
Is 10 out of 10. Because name another movie where you hear one song this much throughout the whole thing and you never get sick of it.
Never get sick of it. And it's even nice when they have the different songs playing. Like,
you only rated this movie a 4 out of 5 stars.
I think I took it off though. I hate that. I on my letterbox, I don't like giving stars to movies.
I didn't even rate it at all, so I'm giving it 5 stars right now.
Oh, I think because I've had like Jurassic Park was like 5 stars, Jaws 5 stars. It's just like given, but like I don't want to like sit there for every movie and be like, was it a 2? Was it a 2.5? Like, I just don't care. I like it, so I'll heart it, and that's it. If I don't have a heart next to a movie I've viewed, that means I didn't like it.
If I didn't rate it, usually means I did not like it. My ratings, I find, change. This is now a Letterbox podcast.
That's fine.
This is a Letterbox episode. I feel like I change my ratings because, like, sometimes I'll look at something and be like, oh, I liked it more than 3 stars. But I feel like that my stars mean different things at different times. So I don't really like put too much into it. But if I loved a movie or I'm like, oh my gosh, this movie was so much fun, I'll rate it higher than normal. So I feel like,
I think that because there was a few movies where I did go back. I mean, all right. A good example is like when you watch a movie when you're a kid and like, this movie's amazing. Yeah. But then you watch it as an adult, like, this movie's not that good. Yeah. But there's still like something in there that you do like and enjoy, but you wouldn't defend it as much as you usually would.
Totally.
So it's like, I don't want to go back on Letterboxd, like, just let me change that rating. It's just like, I'll either like it or I don't like it. Yeah. It's that simple. Just give me the thumbs up or thumbs down. And don't be like Netflix where it's like, do you double like it? Why can't I double hate it?
Oh, I know.
I want to double hate
There are some things that I really want to double hate.
Anyway, yeah. That thing you do. Yeah, you know what? I did say it today, but I used to double hate That Thing You Do extended cut. There's an extended cut of this movie. We watched the theatrical version.
Yes.
The director's cut, which I'm so curious if it was the studio. I mean, because you got.
Did you find anything on it?
I did not.
Okay.
But we didn't address that this movie was Tom Hanks, the great actor.
Directed.
He directed this movie. It's a debut.
I think he wrote it too, right?
He wrote it as well.
Yeah. And he's in it.
He's in it, which that was a selling point because there was a bunch of nobodies really.
His wife is in it too.
Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
And
What? This cast.
I mean, that's why I was like, I don't know where to begin with this. Dude, not even aside from the cast, the cameos are so good too. Yes. We're really jumping all over the place here because I kind of had for once like kind of like go start at the top and then work our way down.
It's my fault. I'm chaos.
No, it's totally fine. That's why I don't. You know what? If you don't like that we jump around, then
this isn't
go to a fucking more organized podcast. I don't give a shit. I got a day job, multiples. Anyway,
where are we starting? What's number one on your list?
All right, so Tom Hanks, he wrote, directed, produced the movie alongside with which I just realized when reading the synopsis, when reading the log line on IMDb. I knew Gary Getzman produced it with him, which if you did not know, Gary Getzman, the life of a very interesting life is the Licorice Pizza is loosely based off of Gary Getzman's life.
I think I remember you saying that.
And now that kind of makes me like when I was watching this time around That Thing You Do, I was like, I would like to see a double feature of That Thing You Do and Licorice Pizza.
Interesting.
It's the 60s. Both are set in the 60s.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd stay for both those movies.
I would.
Spoiler alert. I would leave after That Thing You
Do. What I did not know, we don't bash Paul Thomas Anderson on this podcast.
We don't.
No, I'm just kidding. You say whatever. Everyone is welcome to have an opinion when you step foot into my house. I did not realize that Jonathan Demme produced this.
I don't think I did either.
Jonathan Demme is a great director. He directed Hanks in Philadelphia. He directed Sounds of the Lambs. So many other great movies. Because I knew that he was a cameo. He's the director for the shark movie. Whatever that movie.
Anita. Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters. Weekend at Party Pier. Sorry, I could quote this movie all day.
No, same.
I didn't realize that he produced it. I've never done a deep dive into the crew though, like production wise. I've always just been like, so Tom Hanks wrote and directed, and that's as far as I kind of got.
And you got Tak Fujimoto. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. He was the DP on the movie. He DP'd. He was the second unit photography. You'll like this one on A New Hope. Star Wars. Sixth Sense. He DP'd The Sounds of the Lambs, Manchurian Candidate. Just
wow.
So many great movies he has DP'd. Continuing on with the cameos before hopping into the cast, because the cast is a bunch of upcomers, I would say, at that time, except for probably Liv Tyler, maybe. But even during that time, I think she wasn't like huge. But I don't know, jumping ahead.
But everybody, yeah. I mean, well, because Empire Records was before this, right?
I think so, 94.
So that was, because Ethan Embry was 100% older in this movie than he was in Empire Records.
And then Liv Tyler's in that movie too, and she's 100% younger in that movie.
But Tom Everett Scott was...
This was his first movie.
Oh, okay. So American Werewolf was after.
Jumping ahead.
I'm sorry.
Carly!
Look.
The fuck?
I just want to talk about Tom Everett Scott because...
Okay, well, keep your pants on.
I love him. I love him.
All right, so cameos. Let's talk about cameos in this movie before jumping into the upcoming
the actual cast. Yeah, okay.
So you got Paul Feig as one of the disc jockeys. Paul Feig has directed many funny movies. Bridesmaids is one of them, right? Bridesmaids? Is that what the movie's called?
Yes.
I believe he directed that at least. Colin Hanks. Tom Hanks' son was a page as the city of broadcasting.
Yes,
city
he was young.
Very young. Kevin Pollak, which more of like a role than a cameo, but he was the...
You had the whole Hanks family in this.
Wow, who else? Oh, yeah, you got the...
Rita was in it, and the daughter.
I didn't even know they had a daughter. Who was
Elizabeth Hanks.
Oh, yes, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, we got it's a family affair.
You got Clint Howard also as a disc jockey.
Yes.
Love that.
Love that.
Bryan Cranston.
Who was Bryan Cranston?
He was Gus the Astronaut on the Hollywood Television Showcase.
No way. You don't see him though, right? So like I wouldn't have known that. I don't.
He takes
I recognize
off, like, the helmet and stuff.
That's so funny.
Correctly.
That's so
it's
funny.
Right before they go on.
Yeah,
it's very, very small.
That's hilarious.
And then Sean Whalen, who is the fan.
The fan.
I love him.
Hey, that's
so
our
much.
fan.
I met Sean once, and I completely geeked out just by saying like you know, you're in Twister. You're in That Thing You Do. I think I quote his lines the most in That Thing You Do.
Yeah.
But he's just in like all the movies, and yeah.
This is the Oneders, right? That's the Oneders, actually. Yeah, but the band that's playing tonight, Nito.
Well, we're going to hear that thing you do.
We want to dance.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Tom Everett Scott's, a.k.a. Guy Patterson's debut feature film.
Guy fucking Patterson.
You got Liv Tyler, Steven Tyler of Aerosmith's daughter. You got Steve Zahn. Love Steve Zahn.
Love Steve Zahn.
Love him.
Love him.
Ethan Embry.
Yep.
You got I mean, at the time she was a nobody, but now she's rolling the world. Charlize Theron.
Jonathan I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say
his last name, so I kind of skipped over him. But also, I also don't know what else he's in after this movie. Oh my gosh,
he's been in like a ton of stuff.
I've seen him in shit. I'm just like, oh, it's the guy from That Thing You Do. But he's not fucking Guy Patterson.
Giovanni Ribisi.
You got Bill Cobbs, who plays Del Paxton. You got Chris Isaac, who was Uncle Bob, which I just fucking realized. Chris Isaac sang Wicked Games. Yeah. You know, that song.
Yeah, I never,
there's so many randoms.
I was like, Uncle Bob looks so familiar. When are we getting the records?
This film, the theatrical version runs 108 minutes. However, the director's cut runs 148 minutes long. And now going to the double thumbs Netflix down, that doesn't exist. When I was a kid, not a kid, but like when I guess they first released it on Blu-ray. What are you diving into?
I got some cherry pie from Romancing the Bean. I also have an iced chai with almond milk.
I need to...
What do you got?
Stick to my diet over here. So I'm nursing. Oops. I'm going to be nursing a dark chocolate peanut butter bar thingy. I'm so sad. I'm so fucking sad.
Your face.
It's really good, but it's no pie.
I know. I didn't get a cherry this time, like on it.
But so I think I first saw the director's cut when it first came out on Blu-ray because it had the option to watch it with it.
Okay, so because I didn't even know that there was a director's cut. So it came out with. Was it on the DVD or Blu-ray or?
I think it was just the Blu-ray had it. I don't think the DVD had it.
Okay, I don't think so either because I had the DVD.
Yeah, I had the DVD, then I got the Blu-ray. Don't have the Blu-ray anymore. I don't think I do. I might. I don't know.
I have the DVD and I have it on digital.
I have it on digital now. I remember when I first watched the director's cut, and I was just like, "What is this movie?" It's a completely different vibe of a movie. Obviously, it's still the same movie, but what I remember the most is that Faye, Liv Tyler's character, who is such an innocent type character in the theatrical
so sweet.
Version. Yeah. But in the director's cut, she comes off just whiny and like a groupie and just like not interested. Like, I don't know. However, I have not tried to watch that since that Blu-ray came out, whenever that came out.
I'd be curious to see it.
I'd be curious to see it now knowing that like, oh, this is like a kind of a different movie. There's more drama in it. There's more scenes with Charlize Theron's character, Tina Powers.
I get why they got rid of that because it doesn't really lend itself to...
While we're on Tina Powers' topic here, worst girlfriend ever reward? Like, she fucking sucks, dude.
Sucks.
Just unsupportive.
Yeah.
Bitch.
He's so, like...
He's so excited. Like, he's say award-winning rock group.
Award-winning rock group. Like... It's so cute. He is so excited. He doesn't even he's not even upset with her when she's not thrilled. He's still just like, I'm so excited. Like, this is my new band. Like, I was working at a boring, my dad's shop before this. And now look at me. I'm Shades. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't there at that point, but seriously.
Jesus.
I don't know. Seriously.
She's terrible. She
wasn't it.
And then just cheats on her, cheats on him with the fucking dentist.
How could she? But she was so excited to get a crown.
Nobody likes going to the dentist except for this woman.
Yeah.
The film features original music by Tom Hanks. He wrote it with Adam Schlenzinger of Fountains of Wayne fame, who recently passed away because of COVID, right? Wasn't it? I think it was because of that. Gary Getzman and Howard Shore. Howard Shore is also the composer of this movie. Like, Tom Hanks was just like, look, I got a team. of everybody I've fucking ever worked with in my lifetime. You got Tak Fujimoto. You got Howard Shore, who's done. I was just listening to the 7 score today. He done that. I think he's done fucking. He's done The Hobbit. Go for it.
Oh,
I'm about to go off on a motherfucking list of what Howard Shore has done. Howard Shore. Here's just some of his music: The Brood, Scanners, Videodrome, The Fly, Big, Dead Ringers, The Silence of the Lambs, Mrs. Doubtfire, Philadelphia, The Client, Ed Wood, 7, Ransom, Crash, That Thing You Do, Copland, The Game, Analyze This, Dogma, most random one probably, High Fidelity, The Hobbit, all the Hobbit movies, Hugo, Twilight Saga, Eclipse, Hello, The Departed, King Kong, Aviator, Lord of the Rings, Panic Room. Like, dude's done fucking everything. But Tom Hanks is like, I know a guy. He's gonna do the music for this.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll write a hit.
Yeah.
Did they question, and you might not know the answer to this, was the title of the movie, like, did they go into it saying it's going to be called That Thing You Do? Or was the song written and it was called That Thing You Do?
Clue. I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
I gotta listen to the audio commentary. I gotta start listening to the audio commentary to these things, because I feel like that's the most factual shit.
Yeah.
That's why I want to start doing that.
The only time I've ever done that was to Titanic.
Of all commentaries? Like, you don't listen to commentaries?
Not regularly.
I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that. Like, how fucking dare you?
I know.
How dare you not want to watch the
I used to, but I haven't in a really long time.
I used to all the time when I would get
physical media. But because I don't really buy physical media anymore, I don't remember the last time I've done it.
Some the directors that give a shit, they'll do it for like the iTunes features and stuff like that, which is great. I love that. I started listening to the Thanksgiving one, and Eli Roth does one with
I need to buy that movie.
It's great. It's good. However, though, that Thing You Do, the song, was nominated for a 96 Golden Globe as well as an Academy Award. Isn't that crazy?
Surprised it didn't win.
You know what won?
Tell me.
Some bullshit that nobody fucking talks about. I was just like, what is this song? Like, I remember the movie coming out. It was one of those like that you walk by and you're like, oh, that movie. Okay, not gonna watch that. Like, let me get That Thing You Do, because they came out obviously the same year. And that was You Must Love Me from Evita by fucking Madonna. Well, ain't nobody fucking singing that song. I couldn't even fucking think about it.
That's upsetting.
I have no clue. Yeah, I should have went to the Oneders. But that won both Golden Globe and an Oscar. Bullshit.
I sing that song often.
That song's me. I would say, like, I really don't know, but like I would say at least once a month I'm like,
it's in my head. Yeah.
I remember you texted me. I was away filming stuff, and you texted me saying, oh my god, Mondo's releasing That Thing You Do on vinyl, and I was just like, purchased.
Yeah. I think I sent you the link, and then I bought it. You bought it. No, I didn't buy it because I was going back and forth as to like which variant that I wanted.
You bought the splatter one, though.
I bought the
because you're like, I need this, something cool. But I felt
I said I bought the splatter one because the 7-inch comes in regular, and I was like, that's legit.
That's what it was. Yeah. I just want black. I want all black for that one. You did, because I felt that it just made sense. I don't need it to be all crazy cool. It's like, it's a black record.
I love a splatter.
Wow, we're on a record.
Well, that's the 7 inches.
I know. I got it. I'm not hating.
I'm sorry I'm jumping all over the place again, but like, and I texted you this while I was watching it. My favorite part of the movie, and I think it's so wholesome, is when they hear themselves for the first time on the radio.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is the heart of the movie. Good. Like, it's so cute because it's just, that's how you would be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're on a fucking radio then. Bands even get played on a radio anymore? Like,
yes, they do.
I have not listened to a radio.
Me either, but I do know that there's still a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The actors each took several weeks of lessons on their given instruments in the movie to make it look like they're actually playing. I remember when I was younger, I was like, they're totally playing the music.
Yeah.
It looks so legit, but there's
still studio musicians.
I took notice, one of, not this watching, because I obviously knew then, but maybe like a year or two ago when I was revisiting this movie, fucking Jimmy, he from the faraway shots, he's definitely not, he does not know how to play the guitar.
No.
I was so mad. I was like, fuck you, Jimmy.
Yeah. I love when they're like, he speeds it up, when Guy speeds it up, and Ethan Embry's like, okay, wait, I'm keeping up. Yeah, like everybody else is fine, but he's just like, ooh, okay.
Which I just realized this viewing that Ethan Embry's character name in the movie
is the bass player.
Is just TB player.
Yeah.
In the end credits. I never took notice of that.
That's so funny.
I was like, that's amazing. And so on the internet's research, it says this is short for the bass player and is a joke based on the perception that bass players are often unknown and underappreciated.
No, it's true. And it's so funny because even when he's still in the band, he hasn't left yet. When
Disneyland?
When Guy meets Del, he's like, we got me and Jimmy, and I forget Steve Zahn's character's name because I keep on just calling him Steve Zahn.
What is Steve Zahn?
I don't remember because I literally just call him Steve Zahn all the time. Freddie. Is it Freddie?
Lenny.
Okay.
Lenny going fishing.
It's like me and Jimmy and Lenny and Faye.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't mention.
That's so fucking funny. I never really realized that. Yeah. That's good. That's so good. Embry later provided his own take on the character's real name. I just said my name. This is quote. I just said my name was Tobias because he's such a Tobias. You just take the vowels out and it's TB.
Oh,
his
I like
nickname was Toby, but his mom calls him Tobias. And his last name actually was Player because he was a player. Dude, that carousel ride with the Chantrelanes, however the fuck you say that?
Chantrelanes.
Yes. Total player. End quote.
End quote. That's so funny. I think, because at the end, when it's like going through like what they're up to now, it says TB player.
That's so funny. I never like...
It never clicked.
Never.
That's so funny.
Never clicked. I remember when I was a kid and watching that movie, I could have swore... Now I wanted to ask my brother this because it was like, there was a time when it was like me, my brother, and our friend Anthony. And we would watch this movie religiously. But I swear to God, we argued over this, that when Guy walks into the family-owned store, the dad says, you wanted to come here on Sunday or something like that? Or Saturday? We're open on Saturday.
We're open on Saturday at 10 a.m. And he's like, thank God. And nobody's there.
Dude, we all fought. It had to have been a different line or some shit in the VHS version of this because we fought over that. Like, one couldn't hear what he says. And we all could have swore that he said Sunday.
Interesting.
And like clearly Saturday, Sunday do not sound anything alike. We were literally like rewinding this shit.
Really?
Like it's so weird. Huh. Like I would love to find a VHS copy of this movie and find out if it says what it says.
Game on.
That's gonna be part of shit. We were just talking about the 100 movies. So we were talking about earlier VHSs and what to collect and stuff. Mm-hmm. And my whole thing is that I only want 100 VHSs. And I don't think I have that thing. You do?
I don't.
Oh my God, it's so cheap.
No, it's got to be natural. I like to find them in the wild, personally.
I don't go out.
Yes, you do.
How many times do I actually go out?
3 times a week. At least.
And
that's
they're
not
mainly
true.
To the movies.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't going out to, like, Carly's friend, my friend, Jason, also... he was talking about like, you know, saying to find the VHSs out in the wild.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you gotta go to like flea markets. I don't do that. I go to the movies and that's that.
Well, we can go to that one in by your house. Aren't there like 2 down the street? There's like the big one and then the little one.
I'm literally checking out right now on eBay.
No.
It's at $7.
How much shipping though?
Free.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
It's coming from Indiana.
Erie, PA.
I was hoping, dude.
I was thinking Erie, Indiana.
And the only reason why, so there's different, I'm seeing that there's multiple versions of the VHS. However, this one says that it's from 96.
The one with the white cover where Faye is like, yeah.
And I mean, all of them are like that, but then it'll say like premiere series or the selection. So I'm like, I don't want something that may have been fixed.
Okay.
I want like an OG, although I
think I have it. Oh.
This one looks pretty OG. I'm about to buy this one too and just give it to you. It's for $2.50.
Just add to cart.
All right, I'll buy it. But you know who the fucking seller is?
Who?
The Wolfman.
Hell yeah! Yes.
Do
you think you can handle our tune? I think I got it, Junior.
He just goes at it. The song that plays during the film, which, all right, so this is another very fucking interesting thing that I could have, like, I've heard it in other movies, I swear I have.
Yeah.
But the song that plays during the film's opening credits, Lovin' You Lots and Lots, is credited to the fictitious Norm Wooster singers and was actually written by Tom Hanks. Isn't that fucking
damn?
Dude, isn't that, I could have swore that was a real song, like a very real song.
Tom Hanks has it's too much, Tom. It's too much.
This song is a send up of Ray Conniff, Mitch Miller, and other practitioners of the beautiful music or mosaic formats that were a staple of adult radio during the early 1960s, such as in KPOL AM in Los Angeles. Hanks also composed Guy's jazzy signature drum solo, I Am Spartacus. That's pretty insane.
Like, that is too much talent in one man. I'm sorry. He wrote, directed, and composed all of this music.
Pretty crazy.
Calm down, Tom.
Yeah, Tom. Settle the fuck down. We get it. She's fucking jagoff.
You're amazing.
Yeah, we get it. You're cool. We get it. You know, Steven. We get it, bro. Which also, I feel like, me personally, I mean, jumping back to like the actors knowing the musician, the real instruments and stuff. Although apparently, like, Steve Zahn knows how to play the guitar.
Yes, which so, it looks like he's an actual guitarist. You can totally tell. But I feel like Tom Everett Scott killed it.
So that's where I was jumping into, because even just fucking music videos, and I'm like, bro, this is your band, right? Like, and if they're not hitting that fucking cymbal when that cymbal hits,
100%.
Or they hit the cymbal and like there's no cymbal hit, that shit drives me up a fucking wall.
I was watching this time too, like especially him, because even like the shot at the end where he's jamming with Dell. And he's like watching him. It's just so natural.
Like the ba-ba-do.
Yeah.
Like, all right, great example. I was watching Whiplash last night, and they're both the same exact style of drumming, jazz drumming.
Yes.
Miles Teller does not know how to play the fucking drums in that movie. And you can clearly tell. There's definitely like, all those close-up shots are definitely someone else's hands.
Yes.
The wide shots don't even look like he's hitting a tom. There's no tom being hit.
Totally.
Like, it drives me up a wall. But
he's like,
yeah, no, like Tom Everett Scott's like, it's literally,
it looks like
so smooth.
Yes.
Like, he looks like, I'm trying to find
the same vibes that I got from Tom Everett Scott playing drums is the vibes that I got from like Ryan Gosling playing piano in La La Land. Like, it looks very similar, and it looks so natural, and it looks like they really like.
We'll talk about La La Land when it comes time to talk about the La La Land.
Yes, we will.
Which will be very soon.
Yes, it will.
Now that we know that it's screening somewhere, which I got to get those tickets. It's completely spaced on.
Yes.
This movie made not much money. It only grossed $34.5 million worldwide off of a $26 million budget. It's like nothing. I mean, plus marketing and all that shit. Like,
that's crazy.
That's nothing. Which is kind of weird. It's like, why?
That's really surprising to me.
It came out October 4th.
I remember it being like a big deal.
Do you really?
The movie? It was a big deal to me. I saw it in theaters.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
I don't think I did.
Maybe it was a big deal to my like dad. Like, my dad is the only person I saw movies with. Because Tom Hanks. It's music. The 60s. It had all the magic that I feel like he would be into.
Definitely was outbeaten by The First Wives Club.
I also saw that in theater.
Sleepers.
Did not see that in theater.
The Ghost in the Darkness.
Or that.
D3 The Mighty Ducks even beat this movie.
What? I didn't even know that was a theater release.
Damn. No love for Charlie. And The Long Kiss Goodnight, the Ghost in the Darkness. Yeah, that thing you do opened up.
I remember when Long Kiss Goodnight came out, but I didn't see it because I was too young. Then this is an underrated movie.
I would say this is a very underrated. I don't know anybody that really talks about this movie except for you and I.
We talk about it a lot too.
Oh, so much. I literally do not know anybody else that's just like, yeah, man, nothing you do is fucking.
I mean, enough because they made the vinyl of it. But
who? Where are these people hiding? We live in Los Angeles, where I feel like there's a bunch of these assholes around.
That's true,
there.
and there aren't that many screenings of it.
I've never seen this out of the 10 years I've lived out here. Never seen anybody screen this fucking movie.
That's crazy.
I wish.
It's so good.
I would be there in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Purchased automatically.
Yeah.
I'll figure out how to be there.
Yes. What else do you have to say about this great movie?
Steve Zahn. As much as I love Tom Everett Scott with my whole heart, and Guy Patterson is just a gem of a human, Steve Zahn, his comedic timing is 10 out of 10 in this movie. His one-liners, his like offbeat remarks when other things are going on and he's just talking shit in the background. It's just like so good. When Giovanni Ribisi breaks his arm and they walk into the diner and he's like, he just broke his arm.
He just broke his arm. Yeah, he has a lot of great lines in this movie.
Well, because I mentioned a bunch of movies because we decided that we were going to do That Thing You Do. Right. And usually we like to watch 2 movies that kind of have a link. And so I was like, well, here's a bunch of actors. And so for Steve Zahn, I was like, these are all the movies that we can do. And it was Joyride. There was The Getaway, I think it's called, which is very underrated. I think it's called The Getaway. It's with Mila Jovovich. Chris Hemsworth is in it. Like, it's actually pretty good. I think it's called The Getaway. Well. Timothy Olyphant is in it. I'd never heard of it until a couple of years ago. I think I was so excited when I saw him in the the first season of
White Lotus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very excited. I'll usually watch anything he's in.
Anything he's in.
He carries a movie really well.
Yeah.
And although I will say, like, because there are leading men,
yes,
or females in the movie, I don't know if I would want to see him as like a leading person in a movie.
Yeah, I think he's kind of
like, he's a great supporting person, and I don't mean that in like a jab or anything like that. It's just, I mean, he probably could carry a movie, but it's a lot of weight to carry a fucking movie.
It is, but I think in like an ensemble cast, and to be fair, I haven't seen all of his movies, so I don't know if maybe he has been, but like, I think that like Jack Black in The Holiday as like a leading man, I was like, oh, interesting, but I think he pulls it off.
Oh, really?
I think that like it's so good, and he's so good in that movie, and I'm just like, similarly, because they're the funny guys. So you don't really necessarily think, oh, the funny guy is going to be like this leading man, but he like kills it. And so I'm like, maybe give him a chance.
But like a great example, would you want Joe Pesci as the lead? No. Because Robert De Niro is a good lead.
Yeah.
But all the great movies that he's in, he's sharing it with someone and giving a lot of screen time.
Well, I was going to say that too, though. I think a lot of times it's I don't want to say like secondary person, but like they make the leading person shine even more.
Well, that's what, so like being supporting, like some people, I don't know, and I would never want to act, although I'm being forced upon to do it soon. Sometimes being the mysterious person supporting role is way stronger than being the lead. Yeah. There's so many times I'll watch movies like, who the fuck was that guy?
Totally.
Or woman or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like Catherine Hahn's a really good example of that.
Perfect. Perfect example. I mean, Steve Zahn's a perfect example.
Yeah, totally. Like they steal all the scenes that they're in.
They steal it all, but they're not like the main. But it's like, I'd rather go back and watch just all their scenes.
Yeah. The entire time that I was watching this movie, I was like texting you like, oh my gosh, everything Steve Zahn says is fucking hilarious. Like,
oh yeah, no, absolutely. And which also is really funny. Tom Hanks apparently was very hesitant on hiring.
Interesting.
Tom Everett Scott, because he thought that, then when I thought it, I was like, yeah, it kind of does. He felt that it resembled too much of a young Tom Hanks.
He does.
And I was like, damn, kind of does.
No, he
wasn't
totally
until
does.
Rita, Tom's wife, was just like, no, he's great.
He's so good.
And he's cute.
He's so
quote
cute.
Unquote. And then Tom Hanks was like, well, he better be fucking cute if he looks like me. I don't know. I'm just assuming what the rest of that conversation was.
He's like, well, no shit,
and
Rita.
Also stay the fuck away from him while on set, bitch. No.
And then she's like, put me in a scene with him. I want to flirt with him in the bar.
I want to flirt with him. And get Hollywood
I'm
weird
like,
on
same
this
though.
shit.
Throw me in that scene.
Yeah, throw me in. I got some business to take care of.
Thanks, Hubs.
I have nothing else really. I mean, I have so much else to say about That Thing You Do, but I don't have enough to just ramble on.
Yeah.
More than we already have,
no,
I think.
I think it's a perfect movie. Again, I haven't seen the director's cut, but I think the theatrical cut.
Oh, you should watch it.
I'm going to, for sure. But I think it's underrated. I think it should get more love. Yeah. I feel like every time, though, you bring the movie up, people are like, oh, that's so good. It's just not like...
Who else am I bringing this up to?
I don't know.
What are the friends that I have out here?
It's just me. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's just you.
You have more friends
I'll be like, That Thing You Do. And you're just like, yeah, it's such a good movie. Yeah, you're the person I'm talking about. You're the person that you're talking about.
Yes, it's true. It's so good.
It's Watch
it movie. Immediately.
All right, bye.
Bye.